The baby with them gold slugs. Damn, today we found out about the hell y'all talking about. But shit, I thought I was gonna be able to go back and see who won the whatever black sector, Mo 3 sector, the beef sector, the wet t-shirt contest, but apparently it got taken down for violating the nudity and sexual content clause. So that video is gone. Now I don't know who won. Maybe, hopefully, Mad can tell me who won before it got shut down. There was some nice contestants last year. I don't remember when we finna go finish Lil Woody. The Truth was up here, but he left because the music was still going. Truth says she off, and Gabe is having a fiesta. So with that said, one girl boobs were pretty. See, so who won? I ain't get to see who won it. I didn't get to see. Last year, see, there was some good ones last year. They had some little titties, some big titties, some real big titties. They had some fake titties. It was a whole bunch of different titties they had last night. Not last night, last year. Get the old thing.
I don't care how long it take to get an out back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.
All right, without further ado, we got it. Yeah, it's 2 hours left in the video. I don't think we got that much time with Woody. But we're going to finish his testimony because he should be back in court Tuesday and we'll be all caught up. So hopefully Tuesday morning, I don't know, I got to see what's going on with this Murdoch situation. Hopefully Tuesday morning, depending on what they got going on, we'll be, since that's what everybody's doing recently, doing the real time, Lil Woody streams and shit. I'd be 100 motherfuckers streaming live from the trial, and I'm finna be one of them 100. Hello, Candy. Hello, Sonia.
Make me run out. What is this money out there? Ah, yeah,
we don't know what he's saying here.
Shit, then I got it. When they bought the cup, Tay bought the cup, baby. When you let Tay borrow the Jeep, yeah. Lily, bro. No. You know what I'm talking. You talking about Javante? Yeah, you let Javante use the car. Yeah, he's supposed to get him. You know what I'm saying? But when they pull their car, I let it go.
Okay. There you're saying that you gave the car to Javante, who gave it to Lil Mike and Quez, correct? Yes. Okay, and you would agree that Detective Gaither and Dennis are telling you we've never even heard of Lil Mike and Quez, correct? Yes. Mr. Copeland, Lil Mike is not a real person, is he? No. That was the finesse.
Lil Mike and Quez are not real people. We was all running around here thinking Lil Mike and them was real. This nigga lied. So how did the detectives follow up on the Lil Mike and the Quez tips? Because that's what he said brought the car back. Oh my goodness. This is crazy.
Mr. Copeland, Lil Gaither and who gave it to Lil Mike. Okay. There you're saying that you gave the car to Javante, who gave it to Lil Mike and Quez, correct? Yes. Okay, and you would agree that Detectives Gaither and Dennis are telling you we've never even heard of Lil Mike and Quez, correct? Yes.
Okay, he made him up.
Mr. Copeland, Lil Mike is not a real person, is he?
He lied.
No, that was a finesse. You invented a person out of thin air, correct? Yes. Quez is not a...
What the hell is going on? I can't cut the speed up. Hold on. That's weird. I need to shut the whole app.
Is not a real person. You invented him out of thin air on the spot, correct? Yes. You invented those people
Okay.
to take the heat off of you and put it on. Take the heat off of you and put it on fictional characters.
I haven't told y'all this is what I do.
That's your finesse, right? The reality is,
Look, Woody, you got to stop being offended that the defense team is trying to get their clients off. They not the prosecutor out of there. They trying to get their clients off. So they want you to say that you a liar 1,000 more times if it's gonna help their client. Because all of their clients is sitting in there because you are a liar. You a truth teller, but you a liar too.
that stolen merchandise was found in your apartment and in your rental car, and you invented fictional characters to take the heat off yourself, right? I know you're going to say, I told you that's what I do.
I guess.
But I got to ask the questions. You understand?
Yours truly, you on a hoe stroll somewhere? Yours truly says she out there looking for some hoes. He said it's some bad good hoes walking tonight. Got a mental one
Yes.
up.
Okay. October 27, 2021. Okay. Your Honor, may I approach?
You know,
Mr. Copeland, I am handing you what's marked DS25C. Could you recognize the people in that photograph?
Yes.
Okay, and who are those people?
Me and the police.
Okay, and do you know either of the police officers' names?
Miss B.
Yeah, Buddy Lee, they done updated the terms and conditions and shit since you last did that. Nigga, I got a video taken down for sexual comment because they said they heard me fucking. They couldn't prove it, but they just said they heard me fucking over music, and so they took the video. This is crazy shit. So yeah, hoes pouring oil and water on their tank tops and having their big ass areolas and shit showing it. It ain't gonna get it on YouTube no more, unless you can present it as art. Now you can try to appeal it as art, but I don't know how you do that before they take the video.
And the white man named Kelly, something like that.
Okay, could the Caucasian gentleman be known as Investigator Kettle?
Yeah, something like that.
White man named
Ms.
Kelly.
B is Investigator Viverito?
Yeah, the probation officer.
Okay. And are you in an interrogation room in that photo?
Yes.
Okay, and is that a photo from the interrogation of you on October 27, 2021?
Yes.
Okay, and at this time, Your Honor, I would ask to admit DS25C into evidence.
all right.
Mr. Kokomo, could you publish it? Okay, and like I asked you about the photo from June 10, 2015, I'm going to ask about this photo as well. You don't appear to be wearing a Fulton County blue uniform, are you?
No.
Okay, and I can't tell if were your arms shackled together during that interview?
My leg.
All right, and we see you're wearing Timberland boots, and we see a chain right next to the boot, correct?
It's on my leg.
Right, and that's shackling you to the ground.
Yes.
You are under arrest in this photo.
Yes.
Okay, and you know that you are soon to be wearing a Fulton County blue uniform, correct?
That's what they told me.
And the allegations of that case were you were pulled over at Atlantic Station in Atlanta, correct?
No.
Where were you?
Walking.
Okay, you were walking. All right. According to the police, they searched a car that they were saying was yours, right?
Yes.
And they found a handgun under the car seat, correct?
That's what they claim.
Okay. And you were a convicted felon, so you're not allowed to possess the handgun.
But I was walking.
Okay, I understand that that's what you're saying, but you were charged with reckless conduct and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
No. I was charged with driving with suspended license.
How many of y'all are ready for this Kamala and Trump debate? I'm ready for that. And I also wish that we could get some debates going on in Thornton Township and Dalton. That shit would be pure, man, it just would ruin. They is on this woman about these meatloaf food boxes. They saying she ain't even purchased the meatloaf. There was ground beef they already had in there. She just can't get a win. But she out there for the community, y'all.
And the firearm.
Okay. Thank you for that correction. When you say firearm, you're talking about possession of firearm by a convicted felon.
Yes.
Okay. And there's a little complication with that explanation. You were in fact searched after you were arrested, correct?
I was tased and everything.
Okay. And when the police searched your clothing, correct?
Yes.
And they actually found a magazine in your pocket, and bullets in your pocket, correct?
That's what they say.
In the pocket of the pants you were wearing.
That's what they say.
Correct.
They pull them out your pockets?
And when I say a magazine, that's a component of a gun that holds the bullets, correct?
I guess.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kokomo, could you play DS25B, which is from 10/27/21, interview from 2/23/05 to 2/23/58.
I think that video has been tendered and admitted. Has it, Junior? It has not.
I am asking to, well, I'll go about this a different way. Thank you, Ms. Hunt.
I have an objection. I'm just saying it's not admitted.
I might not need to play the video. Mr. Copeland, do you remember in that interview, you were asked about if that's not your gun in the car, and if you were just walking, why do you have a magazine with bullets in your pocket? Correct? You remember them asking you that?
Can I speak to my lawyer?
Yes. Well,
Yes, you can. Let's take a break anyway. We'll take about 15 minutes.
Nigga, you got immunity, so it won't be. I'm definitely ready for this because neither Kamala or Trump are really great at public speaking. They be babbling, and I just want to see who's going to babble the most. And I keep forgetting that Kamala is 60 her damn self. She's a granny. I don't know why I thought that woman was like 47 to 51 or something like that. No, she old than a bitch. Okay, hold on. Now I got to skip forward and he talked to his lawyer. Oh, we don't be here that long at all.
was Shell Cal? We're gonna get to Rachel McQuan, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Candy.
Okay, and on the screen, that's you, Investigator Dennis, and Investigator Gator, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Damn, Sean Kwan, like, you got $25 here, take you. It's like you want to picture you to show. Nah, Tim, you got shot with like, oh, in the car, yeah, okay. You got $25 here.
We're gonna get to Rachel McQuan's father's barbershop in a second. Trevante Turner is now sadly deceased, correct?
3.
All right. When you were talking about him being shot back in 2015, he was also shot in 2015, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that was Shell Cal who shot?
I'm not for sure who shot him.
Okay.
Take you. Just reach on Kwan shit. Cause he be telling me. I'm telling Rich on Kwan like, but you got niggas in your house, you saying that shit in my
How long it
house.
take to get an op back? All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.
He like, bro, they just look like that, bro. Like, we the same shit. Like, but still, bro, you out here hating me, this and that. So Rich on Kwan like, bro, it ain't dead. We the same shit. I just can't turn my back on it. Like, it ain't dead, bro. You got to support these niggas, bro. So the more you support them, the more they gonna come out and do that. If you leave them alone.
And in there, we still haven't gotten to the barbershop part, but in there, you're talking about conversations with Rachel McQuan and his problems being linked to the Bloods, correct?
I guess.
Okay, and Rachel McQuan not really being built like that.
For sure.
Okay.
For
And
sure.
the fact that he was scared to leave the Bloods but in your opinion, they wanted to use Rich Homie Quan for his money.
Extorting him.
I'm talking to the police.
Okay, but that's what's being discussed.
All right.
I'm not saying it's the truth. That's what's being discussed, though.
All right.
Okay.
Then everything gonna go away. Yeah. Then you're like, just protect me, bro. We need y'all, bro. I need y'all to protect me. How the hell gonna protect you? You and you got to do it. Then you're like, so you shot my truck, bro? That's out the truck. Man, you been, you know what I mean? You been around. Like, nah, I'll just you in there like this.
What did he have 25 to do? How did he get one?
Hey, Kid Daddy got shot.
Rich
Homie. In my like how they say my name? On Bankhead, they say Tate. They saying Tate did. I know that.
And just so we're clear, you said Rich Homie Quan's daddy got shot. So it wasn't just a barbershop that was shot. His barbershop was shot, but he actually got shot in the barbershop.
Twice, I think.
I don't know nothing about all that.
Okay.
You saying
Well, that's what you said. You said that Rich
I'm
Homie
talking to the police again.
Okay.
Can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm lying stuff saying Tate did like mom. I know Tate did it. You know what I'm saying? The night before we did take the boy.
Yeah, who did it?
Somebody else did some.
If you don't take it, then you gotta know who did it.
You know what I'm saying? Some people that had money over there. You know what I'm saying?
They got money.
No, I'm trying to bank it.
A lot of people they got money.
So when I started thinking, I couldn't think of the name, but this nigga supposed to have paid somebody on Johnson Road on one of them streets over there to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
To kill him and retire to get that quantum. Or to target his daddy.
Cause like the same day, we like, I'm in the street, I see corn crying. Oh, I need to try to kill him dead. You know what I'm saying? But him and Tate ain't have a problem. So nobody thinks.
And you just, about 15 seconds before we paused it, you were talking about who shot up Rich Homie Quan's barbershop. Rich Homie Quan's father's barbershop. And you said a man from Bankhead with money hired someone from Johnson Road to do it, right?
I'm listening.
Is that correct? Is that what you said?
That's what I said.
Okay. Somebody from Bankhead, and when you say Bankhead, you're talking about Donald Lee Hollowell Road, right?
I guess.
Okay, well, you said it. Bankhead means street.
Bankhead mean the area.
Okay. That area off of Bankhead. And he paid someone from Johnson Road to shoot up Rich Homie
I ain't
Quan.
say nobody to do nothing.
I didn't say you.
Oh.
The person from Bankhead with money, according to you in this interview, person from Bankhead with money paid someone from Johnson Road to shoot up Rich Homie Quan's barbershop.
Again, I'm talking to the police.
Okay.
Tate, him going through it and the Tate was each other. But you don't even know they Tate. So how y'all have a problem? But Tate is a school buddy. And they feel like they retaliation. Man, it ain't. But I couldn't say him because no matter how many times I tried to go Tate, he always had in his head, Tate did. So like, man, y'all shoot, man.
So that was about the other day.
I called Tate, you know. I was gonna hesitate, but I had Tate close on me like I was like Friday or Thursday or Friday. Tate pulled out like, you know, Rich on the corner like 25,000 on the head.
Or so much.
Yeah, he's scared of Tate. Yeah, he really scared. He's scared of Tate. So I said, Tate, like, bro, you trying to face my then Rich on the corner supposed to go and care. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just what did because the whole time he's been having money on Tate's head. And he ain't do it, so when he going to demand out, that's what happened. That's on him, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't talking to Tate. So I don't know how it happened, I don't know where that's. But I know Tate won't mention nobody. Tate start doing whatever he's doing. He get around and he start there up.
Okay. So let's unravel. And I'm not saying, Ms. Copeland, please understand, I'm not saying that's the truth. I'm just talking about what you've told the police.
I told the police anything.
I understand. I understand that. Okay? But I'm just want to talk about what you said. I'm not saying it's the truth. in that story that you gave the police, you were saying that.
What's scary about all of this is just how niggas just lie, just make up a lie right quick. Now this nigga know goddamn well he was the one that went and shut up the barbershop. I understand not telling on yourself, but you actually made up, you used some real people's names. It's just, I'm like your baby mama, your girlfriend, whoever it was. You should have just shut the fuck up.
Rich homie Quan.
Like this was your first time encountering the law, so you know, nigga, just ask for a lawyer. Hell, your lawyer could have orchestrated or worked out an actual agreement or a deal that you was trying to get. They don't talk to you. They just gonna finesse, like you were trying to finesse the police. They was trying to finesse you too for the freedom. That's why you ended up going to jail. That's why you was able to tell them, I gave y'all information last time and I still went to jail. But that's not how it works. You gotta get shit in writing, sir.
Was convinced that Trevante Turner, Tay, shot up his father's barbershop.
What I'm saying is, you think I'm letting somebody hurt my partner? So if I'm having a conversation with Rich Homie and he trying to put some money on my friend, you think I'm gonna really have that conversation with him? It don't make any sense.
Okay, but can I finish my question? So what you told the police, not saying it's the truth, what you told the police is that you talked to Rich Homie Quan and tried to convince him that Tay did not shoot up his father's barbershop because Rich Homie Quan had $25,000 on his head, right? That's what you told the police.
Never put the police on what's going on. Mislead the police. That's my always the mindset.
I got you.
All right, you keep talking about what I told them.
I understand. I think we're all on the same page.
We can't be.
Okay. Let me ask you another question.
Gosh, little booty.
Okay, let's play the next clip. DS24B, which is 378 Yankee Delta. It's from February 21st, 2015, from 4/12/10 to 4/16.
You playing the video?
Yes. Thank you.
Don't try to resolve the problem at hand. And I told you the only way for you to start resolving, to get this shit started and resolving it, is you gotta talk to her straight up. That's it. You gotta talk to her straight up. Because if you're not, it's just gonna continue and continue and continue. And I hate to see you or anybody else come up there behind the bullshit because everybody wanna be going to the streets. The Trump wants a kid to shoot Tay after you going about. They treat Tay over there. I don't know, they like that hiding.
Not saying it's true. You told Investigator Gaither that Rich Homie Quan paid Shell Kel, to shoot Tay. Correct?
That's what I said.
Okay.
And then when Tay fought, Tay fought to pick somebody up. But when Tay fought, the way to give it a comment, come back out of this discussion. And then my so-called sister, not my mama child, somebody, I don't know, but go around telling folks that I shot the house up when she knows the whole time this shit take up. So, you see what I gotta go to the, hold on, let me get this straight. You said Quan paid who? Taylor to shoot at Tay, to kill Tay. How much you pay? It's supposed to be 25,000. Did he get it?
Did he get it?
I told Tay, what happened?
I don't recall.
I told Tay, come pull up on me. Tay, pull up on me. I said, bro, look, bro. I know you there, bro. But you gotta wait, bro. Bitch, I'm a corner, goddamn. You want you dead, bro. Why? Cause somebody tried to reach on the corner, they box shop. Right. They think it was Tay, bro. Yeah, they think it was Tay. I don't think it was on the corner. It wasn't Tay. So then the crazy thing about it, they, like, as I was listening, they were speaking on it like, It's what we talking about banking with some money. I don't know who he was, who he is. I never heard. I heard his name, but I can't think of what it is. But I know if I was to hear it, I know. But she supposed to have paid somebody to do it. But I'm telling you from a corner, like, I know Tay ain't do it. You know what I mean? They ain't Tay. Tay not just gonna walk up and shoot nobody. So he like, well, I'm telling you, it was Tay. I'm like, no, it wasn't. He's like, man, I'm telling you, I'm like, I know it went, but I'm not gonna.
All right.
And he knew it
So,
wasn't taken.
in
It
that
was him and Britt.
interview on a different day, you're again talking about the shooting of the Rich Homie Quan's father's barbershop and of Rich Homie Quan's father, correct?
I'm listening.
Okay. And again, what you just said on that tape was someone from Bankhead with some money paid someone to do it, right?
Right.
Okay. So in two separate interviews, you told detectives that someone from Bankhead with some money hired someone from Johnson Road to shoot up Rich Homie Quan's barbershop. Rich Homie Quan's father's barbershop, correct?
I'm listening.
Is that correct? You said that in two different interviews. Okay. Now, the reality, Mr. Copeland, is once you are given immunity
He was able
as
to
a witness in this case, you testified in court earlier when Ms. Hilton was asking questions that it was in fact you.
I actually think Rich Homie Quan and them already. Well, you know what? Rich Homie Quan and them probably knew who shot the barbershop up, but the police never found out.
And Trevante Turner, who shot up Rich Homie Quan's barbershop, didn't you?
How many times we gonna go over this?
You
Well,
are,
let's say
you
something.
and Trevante Turner, in fact, shot up Rich Homie Quan's barbershop. Correct?
He just,
I'm listening.
good job, Max.
The
Why
reality,
did they skip that? What the fuck?
Mr. Copeland, is the 25K on someone's head was completely made up by you. Correct?
Right.
The reality is the somebody,
Nah, that was probably true. He probably actually did get paid to shoot up Rich Homie Quan there at the barbershop. Now, on the stand, he said him and Threat had a problem with him, and that was just him going to show we don't play. But they may have actually gotten paid to do it.
Bankhead with some money, those details, somebody from Bankhead with money, that was completely made up.
It was Young Dro.
Correct?
Young Dro.
Right.
I know him from Bankhead.
The reality is someone from Johnson Road being hired, and you would recognize their name if you heard it. All that was made up on the spot, on the fly, in the mind of Kenneth Copeland, wasn't it?
Right.
That was you finessing. Just like Lil Mike and Quez were made up on the spot.
The state is
The man from Bankhead with money, the man from Johnson Road
Star witness
were made up characters.
I done told y'all 100 times I don't lie. You seem like you keep trying to throw it in my face. I don't admit it to I lied.
I'm not trying to throw it in your face.
Yes, he is throwing it in your face, but not to make you feel bad enough. It's for the jury, so the jury can know not to believe anything you said about these 4 men. Who is? I don't know why the fuck you can't understand the gravity and severity of this situation at this point now. You're not dumb by a long shot. So you still acting like you don't. It's only about you. That's what got you in this situation, thinking about you and just lying on this. Now you irritated that you have to keep responding that you fucking lied to get these men out of trouble. Like, nigga, are you sorry they in trouble or not? Are you confusing? You confusing as fuck at this point. Nigga, if you doing all of this to get them off, shut the fuck up and answer the questions so they can get off. But stop complaining. Oh, nigga, you are not the victim. Bro, you living better than Young Thug right now. This nigga's a millionaire. But he ain't a millionaire no more because he been paying everybody legal fees for the last 2 years, but he's still, you living better than him. Every goddamn day I go on social media, your stack of money get bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm not mad at you, but why? That's the only reason you getting paid this money now, because you've been telling folks that you're a liar, sir. Because nobody was fucking with you when you was just labeled the snitch. When you started, I'm not recalling and I'm lying, that's when everybody started booking you. But when the videos first dropped, wasn't nobody, Dan's reporting them wasn't trying to talk to you. Nigga, Charleston White wasn't trying to get up with you. Nigga, you just linked up with him, but did you forget all the shit Charleston White said about you when the shit first happened? I did.
Mr. Copeland, I'm giving you an opportunity to come clean.
I thought I did that.
Okay. Are these the type of details? You remember when you talked about details make your lies more believable to the police? Lil Quez from Etheridge, Mike, or Lil Mike from Etheridge, Quez from Etheridge, man on Bankhead with money. I would remember his name if someone said it. Are those that you add to your finesse to make it more believable to the police?
Something like that.
I'm going to move on to another topic, okay? Your Honor, may I approach the witness with DS-30?
Still will. These folks, each
Mr. Copeland,
piece of the evidence in this shit.
I'm asking you to look at DS-30. Do you recognize the person on the right of that photograph?
On who right?
On your right.
Yeah,
That's Donovan Thomas, correct?
there's no.
Okay, you call him none.
Nut juice.
And in that photograph, is that a fair and accurate representation of Donovan Thomas? That's a picture of him, right?
Yeah,
Okay, and is he wearing a chain in that photograph?
look like it.
And that chain is in fact a peanut chain, correct?
I can't tell.
Well, okay, you're familiar with his chain, correct?
Just a peanut chain.
Thank you. Your Honor, I would move to admit DS-30 into evidence. Mr. Kokomo, if you could publish that picture, please. Okay. Hanging from Mr. Thomas's neck is essentially what the Planters Peanut Man. It's a chain of the Planters Peanut Man. And that is Donovan Thomas's chain, and that is a chain that he owned in 2015, correct?
I guess.
And he owned it in 2014 as well, correct?
Shit, I guess.
You are aware that in late 2014, Donovan Thomas's chain went missing, correct?
Because he stole it.
Right, someone stole it.
If that's what you want to call it.
Okay. Do you remember on January 11, 2015, the day you went to talk to Detective Thorpe? Detective Thorpe asked you about your relationship with Donovan Thomas, right?
On the issue?
Okay. Mr. Kokomo, could you publish DS-18A, which is States 378 Yankee Alpha, which is January 11, 2015, 3:14:23 to 3:14:36. Just 13 seconds, if you could listen.
that I come birthday straight while I was not. I didn't do it. I never had problems with it. I ain't never had 2 words to each other. Me and that was always okay. You know what I'm saying? Only person I had a problem with was kids. I don't really know. When we see each other, each other. When they be with him.
Okay, Mr. Kokomo, could you now publish DS18B, which is from January 11th, 2015, 3:20:50 to 3:21:04 a.m.
So, I never had a problem with that. Never in life. Okay. Never cool. Okay. We just had a problem with other kids. Yeah. Describe it a bit. So you pitch.
Mr. Kokomo, could you publish DS18C, which is from the same interview, same exhibit, 3:30:31 to 3:31.
This is how niggas do. Let's not forget we heard Booty on the phone telling his sister, I lied on Thug cause I was mad. This is how niggas do when they get mad. They just lie and try to fuck your whole shit up. And then got an attitude when they got to pay restitution. His restitution ain't even nothing serious. His restitution ain't what the streets require. The streets require his death. But his restitution is to simply just get on the stand and say, I lied. Now, Young Thug and all them other boys in the courtroom will probably, they ain't gonna say thank you, and they'll probably never talk to you again, but they understand what you did, they appreciate you, but they also know you the reason that they there.
102.
But I would say this, when them niggas do get acquitted, if they do, they gonna be on the social media circuit talking about this shit. But what they can talk about, whatever doesn't fall under double jeopardy.
I messed up on them, so I got you. Yes, that's an ass with you. But I know that they saying like, I didn't do it, yo, I did something.
Corky's barbecue, Corky's.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go to jail, I ain't trying to be dead, I ain't trying to go to nobody's phone, none of this. Me and I ain't never had a problem. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, I'm gonna show you, a person come on my picture and say, you gonna die tonight. They come on my picture and say, your history work, yeah, so you gonna die.
And finally, Mr. Kokomo, could you play DS18D, which is from the same interview, 3:41:50 to 3:42:45 a.m.
I don't know what to do, but I didn't do it. Like, I'm lonely, like right now, man, I really am, man. I'm scared. I always wondering, I can't think, man. Like, I don't know what to do, man. I don't, man. Cause my name come in everything. I'll be saying with it. But now somebody's dead, and I didn't know. I know how I feel to lose one. You know what I'm saying? I was on social media. You know what I'm saying? And now, even showing up in one house and stuff like that, but like, and it ain't even dead. It ain't. It's a game. It's the whole clip. You know what I'm saying? They deep. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I put fear in my heart, because now I watch out for everywhere I go. I have to watch out, and it ain't that I do about it, man. I didn't have nothing to do with it. I didn't kill him. I ain't kill. I ain't never tried to fight him. I ain't never tried to rob him. I ain't never done nothing to that.
In that January 11th interview, you stated to Detective Thorpe on 4 different occasions that you never had any problem with Nut, that you and Nut were okay, correct?
I'm listening.
Okay. You specifically said, I've never tried to fight him, I've never tried to rob him, I've never tried to do nothing to Nut, right? Okay. Your Honor, I'm going to ask Mr. Kokomo to publish DS21, which is States 378 Yankee Beta from 8/11/50 to 8/13/18. Hold on one second. Mr. Kokomo, and Your Honor, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask a couple questions first. Going to your January 28, 2015 interview. Well, in general,
Let's just get to your question. You wanna know that I take the change?
we gonna get there. 28, 2015 interview. Well, in general,
Let's just get to your question. You wanna know that I take the change?
Let's just get to your nigga. Hey, he got an attitude. Let's just get to your question, nigga. You want to know if I took your chain or not? Fuck it, I took it.
we gonna get there. We gonna get there.
We gonna get there. This is why we
We're gonna
gonna
get
get there.
But in 2014,
The process-
Donovan Thomas's chain went missing, was stolen out of his car, correct? Right. All right. To people in hip hop, a chain is a very personal thing, correct?
I don't know.
The woody like I had no chain.
You don't know that?
Rapper.
Okay. Mr. Kokomo, if you could publish DS-21.
I don't know.
And then, like, you had somebody opened that up and gave me the phone and the jury. When I realized, you know what I'm saying? What the hell? Ain't nothing shit. But I called him. Hey, man, I got your shit right here. Pull up on. He come pull up on. But before I gave that to him, I already get timid. And he was taking the care, like, come on, bro, I introduce you to these folks, bro. You just took them out. And he was like, he said, big bad, bro, kill this shit. Like, man, nigga,
He all in this nigga text messages. That's crazy. You steal the phone and sell it. This nigga them up for reading text messages and shit. Getting the scoop.
Look, he went up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, my shit, nigga, you ain't doing it for me. Yeah, this one reading. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, big pad, more pad, kill it, man. Now, he ain't say that, man, fuck you, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But let's pull up. Don't nobody know it. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull up. Him angry. I mean, that's shut up. Like, bro, hey, you stuff right here, you know what I'm saying? You're like, how you get it, bro? I ain't want to tell him one of the young niggas on the field broke in the club.
Okay. In that story, you were saying that someone stole a chain from Nut, correct? The peanut chain. Yeah. And that person, and not only his chain, but his ID, his wallet, his phone, correct? Right. And that person happened to give you Donovan Thomas's belongings. Right. And you said, you told the police you realized it was Donovan Thomas's chain, and you called Nut and wanted to return his stuff, right? And specifically, right before we paused it, you said you didn't want to tell Donovan Thomas who took it, right? Right. You wouldn't want to tell Donovan Thomas who took it because Donovan Thomas is what some people might say is the big homie, right? He's a gang leader. You don't just take Donovan Thomas's chain and it's all cool, correct?
I don't know.
Well, that's why you wouldn't want to tell Donovan Thomas who took it, correct? You'd want to protect whoever took that chain. You wouldn't want Donovan Thomas gunning for that person for disrespecting his property, right? Right. Mr. Kokomo, could you play DS-24D, which is states 378 Yankee Delta, which is from February 21st, 2015. And this is from 5:37:44 to 5:40:26.
It's not playing.
So pull up that one day.
Is it popped up now?
No.
Started again, Mr. Kokomo.
There you go.
Thank you.
I was buying the lift in Kennedy at night. He told me to look there one day. Somebody had one little pump broke in the car. Stole his chain, his phone, his ID, my driver's license. And I gave it to him. Like, you know, I got it. Man, that shit, nigga. You did. But I really thought I was gonna give me some back for it. I called him like, hey man, I got shit, bro. Like, for real, bro? Like, yeah. Like, where you at? I'm like, in Canada. I'm on my way to Canada. He like, alright, call me, get out there. So he called me back. I'm like, shit, I'm here, they waiting up. He's like, alright. So when I get out there, I call him. He's like, pull up at night spot. Like, shit, I ain't got no ride now. I got dropped off like about 4. So I'm just pull up with like pull it like I got a pop from there. He pull up, bag in, and his feet. She got some. Big thing, what's up, what's up? She never came, like, here you go. You ready? Got me up. Yeah, we got the shoulder thing. Cause I get him done. But I was finding the lift in Kennedy at night.
Again, on February 21st, 2015, you're telling that investigator about your partner stealing from Donovan Thomas and then giving you the chain and the phone and the wallet, and then you returning it back to Donovan Thomas, right? And you dapped him up, and you and Donovan Thomas were all good, right? Okay. January 11th, 2015, you repeatedly said you had no problems with none. Donovan Thomas, right? January 28th, you talked about the chain. It was someone else that took it. You returned it to Donovan Thomas, wouldn't tell him who took it, but y'all were all good, right? February 21st, 2015, you again repeated that story about one of your partners taking the chain, it ending up in your hands. You returned it to Donovan Thomas, you dap him up, you're all good, right? Mr. Copeland, the reality is, late in 2014, you broke into Donovan Thomas's truck. Isn't that correct?
The door was open.
The reality is, you knew that was Donovan Thomas's truck. You know what he drove, right?
The door was open.
You went into his truck and took his peanut chain, right? You knew it was Donovan Thomas's peanut chain, but you didn't care. You wanted to disrespect Donovan Thomas. You wanted to take his stuff. Isn't that correct?
It wasn't about disrespecting him.
What was it about then, Boone? What was it about then? Please tell us. Enlighten us, Boone.
The reality is, Mr. Copeland, that Donovan Thomas called his phone and you answered. Isn't that correct?
Damn. What kind of idiot answers a stolen phone? Man, it is 2015, so I mean, Cash App wasn't, if it existed 9 years ago, it wasn't popping like it was, to where it wasn't. That's the only reason I can see trying to power a phone on to see if these people have money apps that you could transfer money out of. But this is the stupidest shit in the world with all the locations on the phone to have it powered on and even stolen. Atlanta criminals.
Yeah. The reality is, you knew.
He couldn't sell the chain no way because shit, everybody knew it was Nutjet. Like as Doom said, he did it to disrespect him. He had beef. He was like, nigga, I took something.
That Donovan Thomas knew that you stole his stuff.
I ain't still.
Objection, speculation.
So I said, I ain't stealing. The door was open.
The reality is that you knew you bit off more than you could chew.
What you mean?
What you mean by that?
Donovan Thomas was coming after you.
Objection, speculation, based on the evidence, relevance, sustained.
The reality is, You made up this whole story about returning his chain, about your partner breaking in, and all the rest to try to throw Donovan Thomas off of your scent. Correct? But Donovan Thomas knew.
Subject to speculation, they sustained.
When you told Detective Thorpe on January 11th, 2015, that you ain't never had no problems with Donovan Thomas, that you and Nut were cool, you never brought up the chain, did you?
For what?
When you said you ain't never tried to rob him, you ain't done nothing to Donovan Thomas, you never brought up the chain, did you?
That ain't right.
It's stiff. Hey,
You and Donovan Thomas were far from cool.
strong arm.
TIG stands for Think It's a Game, correct?
I guess.
Let's go. TIG is Think It's a Game, correct?
You know it.
Okay. That's a record label.
I guess.
That's a record label that Donovan Thomas was associated with, correct?
I guess.
It's run out of Summerhill
I don't know.
neighborhood in Atlanta. Mr. Bennett, also known as Lucci, wrapped under that label. Think It's a Game, correct?
I guess.
Okay. Think It's a Game had a studio on Metropolitan Avenue in Atlanta back in 2015, correct?
I guess.
You don't get no more guesses here, man. You gotta know some shit now. Yeah. Stop it. Oh, here, show it.
Let's go. Mr. Copeland, I'm going to ask you to look at DS31. Do you recognize DS31?
Yeah.
Okay. That is the building that housed TIG Studios back in 2015, correct?
I guess.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm going to ask that DS31 be put into evidence, be admitted as evidence.
All right, it's admitted.
That's the studio that Lucci went to make songs, correct?
I guess.
That's the studio that Donovan Thomas would be at, correct?
I guess.
That's the studio that Rich Homie Quan would be at, correct?
I guess.
You are aware that on January 8th, 2015, late at night on January 8th, 2015, the TIG studios were shot up, correct?
I guess. I don't recall.
You know that, right?
I'm listening.
You
are aware that Rich Homie Quan's truck was struck by bullets on January 8th, 2015. His windshield was shot out, correct?
You don't know.
You're aware that Donovan Thomas was present at TIG Studios on January 8th, 2015. Isn't that true?
I don't hang up there.
DS22B, please, Mr. Kokomo. I would like to publish, Your Honor, DS22B, which is from January 28, 2015 interview, states Exhibit 378 Yankee Beta, 7/24/39 to 7/25/06.
All right.
It ain't that, bro. You got disappointed in it, bro. So the more disappointed, the more they gonna come out today. If you leave them alone, then everything gonna go with you. Then you're like, just protect me, bro. We need y'all, bro. I need y'all to protect me. How the hell we gonna protect you? You and you niggas out there doing it. Then you're like, so you shot my truck, bro. That side of the truck. Maybe you been, you know what I mean?
You are talking to the police about Rich Homie Quan asking you if you shot up his truck, correct? In that interview.
That's what it just said.
I'm gonna
What did he have 25 to do? Tell you.
That's it. So Rich Homie Quan questioned you about whether you were the person that was outside the TIG studio shooting up in that studio on January 8, 2015. Isn't that correct?
Nigga can't question me.
Uh-oh. Nigga can't question me. Uh-oh. He like, Rich Homie is a wankster.
Take the court's intelligence.
Yeah, he's saying this shit like Rich Homie Quan is still alive. So is Lucci. Lucci's out of jail actually now. When his time served in the plea he get. Come on, Max, what we doing? Is he passing paperwork out to everybody? This nigga done gave homework to the court.
Not talking about what you told the police. I'm talking about reality now. On January 6th, 2015, you were at Club Crucial.
I'm listening.
You were in possession of a large amount of money and you were showing off in front of a bunch of people that knew you, in front of a bunch of girls, correct?
I'm listening.
In front of all these people at this club, Kelvin Watts, Shell Kel, Donovan Thomas's brother, jumped you, correct?
I'm listening.
He tested you. He started punching you. He tried to take your stuff. He gave you a black eye.
He punched me in the back. He didn't hit me, man. He didn't face me out.
Okay. Well, you had a swollen face.
Cause another nigga hit me.
Okay. Who was with Shell Kel?
What's up, bro?
Another nigga hit me.
He was with Shell Kel, the other person that hit you?
He mad. He get mad about this story. He was gonna kill the niggas at night. This is a trigger for him.
He gave you a black eye.
He punched me in the back. He didn't hit me, man. He didn't face me out.
Okay. Well, you had a swollen face.
Cause another nigga hit me.
Okay. Who was with Shell Kel?
What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
He was with Shell Kel, the other person that hit you?
Obviously, he went with me.
These men, Shell Kel and his friends, tested you publicly in front of a bunch of people, in front of a bunch of girls, correct? They tried to run your pockets, right?
Run your pocket.
I'm listening.
Pardon my language, it pissed you off.
Just like you is.
Okay.
Oh shit. He said, just like you pissing me off. It pissed you off, they tried to run your pocket. This nigga said, just like you is. That judge labeled him a hostile damn witness.
2 days later, on January 8, 2015, you found out that Nut and Rich Homie Quan were outside the TIG studios on Metropolitan Avenue, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got in that rented Infiniti and drove up to that studio, didn't you?
Your Honor, just assuming facts not in evidence. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it, thank
You took
you.
your gun with you. You stood outside the fence and you shot at TIG studios. And you put a bullet in Rich Homie Quan's truck, did you not?
You got proof?
You got proof? He could have just said no.
Was Trevante with you when you went to the TIG studios?
You got proof?
All right, we're going to change the subject, Mr. Coleman.
All right.
To your understanding, now you pled to the possession of a firearm case from 2021. You pled to that recently, or this year.
Say that again?
You pled to that case this year, correct? Earlier this year, the possession of firearm that you were interviewed about in October 27, 2021?
I don't know if this year last year.
Okay, fair enough. To your understanding, you still have a pending matter in front of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, correct?
Shit, I ain't no telling, I don't know.
Well, you discussed it, you gave an interview with the Danza Project recently, right?
Right.
All right, you discussed a pending matter where your understanding is you are charged with filing a false report. Oh, yeah.
In
Okay,
jail.
to your understanding, you're charged with false report of a crime and false statements, 2 felonies, correct?
Right.
And the allegation is that while you're at Fulton County Jail,
Relevance as to the specific conduct or the specific, in the proper impeachment of the specific, extrinsic evidence of the specific incident that occurred.
Okay, I can't really hear you very well, but I think we might need to approach about this anyway.
I think that may be the end of it. They approach them, but you know, they got the mics muted because they having private conversations. I think when they came back, they were like, we going to Tuesday. Damn, little Woody, you done stole their chain, you done made up niggas, and you done shot at these niggas at the club. Could they tragic? Well, you shot them up at the studio. Told you Woody was a killer. Or at least an attempted killer. Yeah, it's still not, it's not, no sound, still, see how they ended today?
Let's get that. What? Yeah, this is, that was coming. That won't too much good then.
Yeah, damn.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, may I approach
You may.
DS 27A and DS 27B?
Yes.
Mr. Copeland, could you just look at those 2 documents? Do you recognize those documents?
I seen it before, yeah.
Are those the arrest warrants taken out for you for false report of a crime and false statements that you believe are still pending against you?
Yeah.
Okay. And briefly, the allegation is that, well, Your Honor, I would move to admit DS 27A and DS 27B into evidence.
Your definition of social citizen acts of
They're admitted over objection.
Thank you.
Mr. Copeland.
You admitted all that evidence.
Briefly, the allegations against you that you believe are pending are that you accused a jail worker or a deputy of spraying with OC spray at the jail, right? And the deputies, the supervisors, reviewed the videotape from the jail and determined that the jail worker did not have OC spray on her and did not spray you with any OC spray in the jail. Isn't that correct? Right? Did you know that the state, while this trial was going on, dismissed that case against you?
I didn't know that.
I brought you good news. May I approach with 27C?
You may.
I brought you good news that they dropped the charges on that one. But that's
Does that document say State of Georgia versus Kenneth Copeland?
I think.
Okay.
What year is this from?
That document indicates. May I approach?
You may.
correct me if I'm wrong, does this document say the facts of this case have been reviewed, and although it appears that probable cause existed for the defendant's arrest, the decision of the district attorney at this time is not to prosecute the above named defendant? Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Okay. It says the reasons for this decision are as follows: prosecutorial discretion. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
the person whose name is on this document is Fonnie T. Willis, correct?
Yes.
Fannie Willis, she always pops up.
That document does not indicate that your pending charges for false report of a crime and false statement, they don't indicate that those are dismissed forever, just for now, at this time, correct?
I guess.
Okay. And nothing in that document says, we dismiss this case because we were wrong, Mr. Copeland's innocent. It said prosecutorial discretion, correct?
What that mean?
Okay.
What that
It means
mean?
they just made the decision to do it.
All right, that we can strike that part. Ask your next question.
They just made the decision to do it.
All right, that we can strike that part.
That's true.
Ask your
Why
next
ain't striking it?
Isn't it true? And you just found out that this was dismissed today. But isn't it true that while you were on the state's witness list to testify in this case, the state was simultaneously, at the same time, prosecuting you for false statements and false report of a crime? Isn't that true?
Tell me so I can understand.
They were calling you a liar at the same time that they were asking this jury to believe what you're saying. Isn't that true?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh shit! You can hear love.
Let's talk about your immunity agreement with the
Get
state.
off the mic, love and Hilton.
They told you in that June 10th, 2024 meeting that you did not ask for. You, in that June 10th, 2024 meeting that you did not ask for, that any crime that you talked about, they were not going to prosecute you for, correct?
Yeah.
You can talk about shooting Rich Homie Kwan's dad's barbershop. You can talk about shooting Rich Homie Kwan's father. They're not going to prosecute you for those things, right? That's what they told you. That's the promise they made to you, correct?
Characterization of the evidence.
Sustained.
Is that your understanding?
Nothing I say can be used against me.
Okay. There's one exception.
If I say that I did, yeah.
Okay. The Donovan Thomas thing.
Yes.
Mr. Copeland, you don't know any of these gentlemen back here to have a personal beef with Donovan Thomas, do you?
What you mean?
Back in 2015, you didn't know any of these gentlemen to have a personal beef with Donovan Thomas.
I never said I did.
Okay. The reality, Mr. Copeland, is you were the person who had a problem with Donovan Thomas. Isn't that correct? You were the one that broke into Donovan Thomas's car, correct?
So in facts, not in evidence.
Overruled.
You've admitted to it. You're the one that stole Donovan Thomas's chain, correct? Ms. Copeland, you're the one that shot up Donovan Thomas's friend, Rich Homie Kwan's father's barbershop in 2014, correct? You're the one that was going back and forth with Donovan Thomas's brother, Kelvin Watts, correct? You've called his brother a waste of space in October 2021, didn't you?
Mr. Coleman's not answering the question, and so.
Yeah,
needs a
apparently
response.
Mr. Sharp doesn't care whether he answers or not, so
You didn't need him to answer.
it's fine with me. If
They're
he wants an
rhetorical
answer, he can
questions.
say
He don't
that.
need him to answer.
Kelvin wants to waste space in October 2021, didn't you?
And I don't think nobody walking earth would not agree with it.
Damn.
You said that people would cheer if he died,
Damn.
correct?
I will. Back in the days.
You shot at Donovan Thomas's brother, Kelvin Watts, correct?
He shot at Carol and him. Woody is a killer.
You're the one who got jumped by Donovan Thomas's brother
That's a truth.
on January 6, 2015 at Club Crucial, correct? You, not any of these gentlemen. Right?
I don't think Woody is a narcissist. He's just impatient. He impatient and he don't like saying you're a liar is not a good thing. That's why I've been asking this for years on YouTube. When the fuck did it become normal and cool to just be accepted as a motherfucking liar? That was a bad thing when I came up. Like, didn't nobody trust lies? Didn't nobody want to wear nobody that lie? Because that's what they do. So I think he's impatient and he a little sensitive to him constantly having to say that he was a liar. But nigga, you was a liar. You put it out there. Deal with it.
And you're the one that shot up TIG recording studio on January 8th, 2015. Isn't that correct? Let me ask you. You were asked about the Green Store by Attorney Steele, right? The Green Store, you're familiar?
Yeah.
That's actually called Mommy's Grocery and Deli on Glen Street, correct?
I guess.
Okay. You estimated that the driving time is 5 minutes. The truth is, to get from the Green Store to where Donovan Thomas was gunned down, you have to drive a couple hundred feet on Glen Street and take a right onto McDaniel, correct? That's how you get there, right over the tracks. The truth is, it takes less than a minute to make that drive, isn't that correct? Mr. Kokomo, could you play published DS24F? This is February 21st, 2015, 378 Yankee Delta from 622.59 to 624.01.
I got somebody wrong with his name. He called the night. Well, I forgot what they got killed with.
And we're going to start it over, Mr. Copeland, because I didn't provide any context. You spoke on a gang meeting that the Bloods had about you on that Thursday before Donovan Thomas was killed, correct? Mr. Kokomo, could you play DS20?
I got somebody wrong with his name. He called the night. Well, I forgot what they got killed with. It was a Friday night. They had murder Thursday night. They had a barbecue. But the barbecue did go out. It was blood. Everything blood. And the whole meeting was based on me. They were all in there talking about hitting it, talking about everything. So the nigga Mo was on the phone. So Mo told everybody, I need every last one of y'all, whoever 90s Scrapfield, whoever that was nickname, supposed to kill me. They gave all of them guns. The same night they gave every last one of them guns. They treat me to the gas station and kill me. But he called me, told me everything he did. Is this person a friend of yours?
The Bloods had a gang meeting on the Thursday before Donovan Thomas was killed. 2 days before. On the same day that you shot up TIG Studios.
Wow.
Isn't that correct?
I don't know what you're talking about.
In that statement to the police, you said that the whole meeting was based on me. Not them, on you. That Mo, from behind the wall, had put the green light on you. Not anyone else. He put the green light on you for what was going on with you. The guy who stole from Donovan Thomas. The guy who shot up the studio with Rich Homie Quan and Donovan Thomas in the studio that night.
Yeah, objection, I was assuming facts and harassment of the witness.
Harassment of the witness.
You told the police at that meeting,
Miss Hilton, no the fuck you didn't say.
Yeah, objection, I was assuming facts not in the evidence and harassment of the witness.
Assuming facts not in evidence and harassment of the witness. Man, you the same motherfucker that called him a hostile witness when you was harassing him and he yelled at you.
You told the police at that meeting, Donovan Thomas went whoop, approved of the orders to kill you. You told the police that the gang members handed out guns to younger people. And the plan was to trick you to come to the gas station. And the only reason you were killed is because someone told you about it. In January 2015, Donovan Thomas was coming after you.
Extra speculation and assuming facts not in evidence.
Sustained.
Mr. Copeland, you're not the type of guy to back down, are you? No further questions.
All right. Okay, I know that the state is going to have redirect, but I think it's going to last longer than we've got for this evening. So we will come back on Tuesday of next week to finish up with Mr. Copeland.
After Labor Day.
So Mr. Copeland, if you can be back here with us at 9 a.m. on Tuesday of next week.
Be blessed.
That nigga said, you be blessed. He read about that motherfucker so quick. All right, y'all. That's it until we pick back up on that Tuesday. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow morning and stuff, but we'll figure it out. To the next episode, we out. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us the misfits. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the thick bitch. Oh shit, didn't nobody come to see you old, it's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into to coding. Memphis niggas spit this pimpin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Hop it, cook it, whip it, ship it till you count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving pack niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat. Get jam, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, oh, I need some more, nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach, I'm true geek. Walking by myself, but left with two freaks. Ooh, we, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah, baby, this is groovy. You can call me Money Boy, or you can call me Nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, two-seater, let me feel the two breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches, just some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island, cause I like my love for shoes. Yeah, when we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island, cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Niggas talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit.